A brand new tomorrow. When I was younger, if someone had asked me where life would take me, China would have never crossed my mind. I grew up in South Africa, surrounded by familiar landscapes, languages, and people. Life felt pretty easy. My life was simple. It was home, school, friends, and the places I thought I would always be forever. China was just a place in a map, in geography class, somewhere far away, that I never imagined I would live in. But life has a way of surprising us. In 2023, everything changed. I packed up my life into a few suitcases, said my goodbyes to the home I'd always known, and moved thousands of kilometers away to a country that felt completely unfamiliar. I still remember stepping off that plane and realizing that everything around me was different. The language was different. The food was different. The streets were busier than everything I've ever seen before. Even the rhythm of their daily lives felt very new. In that moment, it felt like I had stepped into a whole new world. And honestly, I was terrified. There were days I felt completely lost. Simple conversations felt impossible. And sometimes I couldn't just understand what people were trying to say. And I was worried. Worried that I wouldn't fit in. There were moments that I miss home more than I could ever explain. But slowly, things began to change. Little by little, I started learning the language. I started understanding the customs and traditions, and I made friends, and I started sharing experiences with people from different backgrounds. The things that once felt strange suddenly became familiar. The things that once felt intimidating slowly became exciting. Without even realizing it, China stopped feeling like a place I had just moved to. It started feeling like a place that was helping me grow. Moving here did not only change where I lived, but it changed the way I saw the world. Before 2023, I used to think of the world as home and everywhere else. But living here has helped me realize that the world is way more connected than we ever thought. Different cultures, languages, and traditions do not separate us. They help us understand each other better. Living in a new place also taught me something. Stepping into the unknown does not mean losing who you are. Sometimes it helps you discover parts of yourself that you didn't know existed. Every new place I've explored, every new friendship I've built, and every new tradition I've experienced slowly changed my perspective. Instead of fearing change, I started welcoming it. Instead of seeing differences as barriers, I started seeing them as opportunities to grow. And it is when I realized something. Moving to China did not only change my life, it created my brand new tomorrow. Now I'm a 12th grader preparing for university in 2027. I once again find myself standing in front of uncertainty. There are still questions in my mind. What city will I live in? What path will I choose? What kind of future do I have for myself? But this time, uncertainty does not scare me the same way. Because moving here has taught me that the unknown is not something to always fear. However, it is something to embrace. Growing up in South Africa taught me resilience. I saw how communities supported each other during difficult times and how people continued to move forward when life became challenging. I learned that strength is not about avoiding difficulties, but it is about facing and continuing to grow. That resilience stayed with me when I was in China, and it helped shape me into the person I am today. Today, I carry two parts of the world in me. South Africa, which is where my roots began, and China is where my perspective grew. Both places have shaped who I am and how I see my future. A brand new tomorrow does not mean having every step of life planned out. It simply means having the courage to take the next step even when the path is not completely clear. It means being curious enough to explore new places, brave enough to see uncertainty and face it, and open enough to learn from every experience that life throws at you. So I want to leave you with one thought. Tomorrow is not something that is simply happening to us. Tomorrow is something we create through our choices, our courage, and our willingness to step outside of our comfort zone. If my journey has taught me anything, it is that moments like this that scare us the most can sometimes become the moments that make us the happiest. 3 years ago, I arrived in China, unsure about what my future would look like. Today, I realized that one decision and one journey into the unknown was completely enough to change how I saw the world. And that is the beauty of a brand new tomorrow. We may not know what the future holds, but we still have the power to shape it and to do something meaningful, hopeful, and full of possibility. So let us face the future with courage and welcome change and create a tomorrow we can all be proud of. Thank you.